Good morning and welcome to the Kila Chari Torah Halacha Review and Sefirah Omer count for Wednesday, April 14th. Today is the 17th day of the Omer, Hayom Shiva Asar Yom, Shehem Shnei Shavuot Ushlosha Yamim La Omer. We finished reviewing the customs of various abstinences from dancing, from music and simcha and so on during Sefirah Omer. There is something that came up, but on Shabbos we spoke about wine. And the 4 cups of wine, 4 cups to Starim, there's 8 cups of wine and Havdalah and all that. So it has come up in a few occasions, the notion of what to do if you don't have wine, if you can make any of these blessings, Kiddush, Havdalah, and so on other beverages. So there is a little section in the Sefirah here, in halachically speaking, about Chamar Medina, which is a national drink, something that's served. We'll get into the definition, but we'll take a look at this with a view towards making kiddush, for example, on beverages other than wine. So let's see what he says. Sometimes you don't have wine or grape juice for kiddush or havdalah. Wine, it says in halacha, is the preferred beverage to make kiddush, to make havdalah, and so on for any kos shel bracha. Some people do not tolerate alcohol, and you could certainly use grape juice for that. On any of the kosher grape juice brands, usually they say in little tiny Hebrew letters sideways on the label, it says kosher la kiddush ula arba koises, that this grape juice is kosher for making kiddush on, and also it fulfills your obligation for the 4 cups of wine at the Seder. So there is this idea of chamar medinas. We'll see what that is. Certain leniencies are permitted in regard to alternative beverages for Kiddush of Shabbat day. We're not talking about night. There's a difference between Shabbos night Kiddush and Friday night Kiddush and Shabbat day Kiddush. Also Havdalah, these are rabbinic obligations. And we can be a little bit lenient with regard to what we're making Kiddush over. On Friday night, if you do not have wine or grape juice, then you make Kiddush on Challah and nothing else. That's brought in Ramah, in Mishnah Berurah, many other places. And if you'll look at some older Sidurim, oftentimes they have the instructions there for making Kiddush over Chalas. According to all opinions, it's preferable to use wine for Kiddush and Havdalah. However, if you personally prefer something else over wine, then you may use it l'chatchila, ab initio. You don't have to only be in a tough situation where you can't get wine. In Shulchan Aruch, it's mentioned a few places that if wine is not available, you can use Chamar Medina, any national drink, for benching, Birkat HaMazon, for Kiddush, for Havdalah. Chamar Medina is also permitted, of course, for those, as we said, who do not tolerate wine. Now, what's the definition of unavailable? Like, there's wine in the world. How unavailable does it have to be? Is the LCBO closed? What's the story? The Rashbam, Rabbi Shmuel ben Meir, explains that it means that there's no wine available in the entire city. That's a little bit extreme, because when you look, you're looking for something on the LCBO website, and they have one bottle of it out in Yehupitzville South. So that's not what we're talking about. Some say if wine is not found in the area surrounding the city within a day's journey of walking, you can use Chamar Medina for Kiddush. You can use an alternative beverage. According to this opinion, nowadays, most people can say Kiddush over anything they like because we do not have vineyards in the area surrounding our cities. That's an interesting way to construe the definition. Rambam, Maimonides, says that if most people consume a certain type of beverage, then it is considered a Chamar Medina, and you can use it for Kiddush, for Havdalah, Kiddush daytime Kiddush, for Havdalah. It doesn't matter whether or not the wine is available. Some say that we can be lenient and use a Chamar Medina, a national drink, even if wine is available, since most people do not drink wine as frequently as they used to in the olden days. People drink other beverages during their meals. Therefore, other beverages can be used for Kiddush as well. Okay, so we'll pick this up tomorrow. Please join us then. In the meantime, have a good day. Remember that tonight is Yom HaZikaron. Today is Yom HaZikaron observance. So tonight there will be a community remembrance ceremony sponsored by Mizrahi. We will have sent that out to you by the time you hear this via email. You get a link to the Mizrahi event. Okay, so today Yom HaZikaron in remembrance of the fallen soldiers of the Israel Defense Forces, which means tonight and tomorrow Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel Independence Day observed. Now you're thinking to yourself, wait 1 second, I thought it was the 5th of Iyar. Hey Iyar was the Declaration of Independence of the state back in 1948. You're correct. Your memory hasn't failed you on that. Rather, since Hey Iyar this year is Shabbat, the government of Israel pushes back observance a few days so as not to interfere with Shabbat. So the celebrations don't come to encroach on any, God forbid, any Sabbath violations. Okay, admirable. So we should all appreciate that for what it is. Have a good day, and we will speak tomorrow. Bye-bye.